What's going on, YouTube? I'm Chalktopus. Welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate video where we're going to talk about a couple things today. And the first is the most obvious, which is Isabelle being added to the Smash roster as announced in yesterday's Nintendo Direct. Let me tell you, Nintendo are a bunch of geniuses because in the same trailer, they not only added Isabelle to the Smash roster, but they officially announced a new Animal Crossing game, which is coming to the Switch in 2019. Isabelle, I've been seeing a lot of things on Twitter in the last 24 hours. 24 hours at the time of this recording, since the announcement was made, of people, and it's split into two halves. The first half are Animal Crossing fans and Smash fans that wanted Isabelle in the game. You know, I know she was highly requested from a lot of people. I think she was pretty up there on the Smash ballot that happened a couple of years ago. But people that wanted her in the game, and whether it's in any form of Unique Fighter or Echo Fighter, whatever it may be. And then the other half are people that feel like she's wasting a slot because her moveset it's kind of different, but maybe it's not super different. I mean, I was watching the trailer a couple times, but I didn't really analyze it too carefully, but her moveset is completely different from Villagers. And personally, this is my personal opinion, I'm happy that she is getting her own unique moveset as opposed to just being an Echo Fighter, because it shows they're doing more creative things with the Animal Crossing universe, and I like that, personally. I mean, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Would you prefer... First of all, did you want Isabelle in the game? And the second question being, if you did, would you prefer her as a Unique Fighter, or did you want her as an Echo Fighter? Also, another personal opinion, I would have much preferred Tom Nook in the game. I mean, look at that trailer. You had Tom Nook sitting there, you know, looking all depressed like he lost his kids in the divorce. But I would have preferred to have Tom Nook in the game. I feel like he's much more iconic. You could fight me on that one, and I'll probably win because I said so. You know, who knows? Maybe in the future they'll do some DLC, and we'll get Tom Nook or, you know, some other characters. I think it'd be cool, even if they do just come in as Echoes. But that really covers it for the announcement. The next one is an interesting observation that I made a couple minutes ago. So I'm sitting here on Twitter just kind of scrolling through, and I noticed that the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Special Edition bundle is available for pre-order, which contains the Super Smash Bros. Pro Controller and the Steelbook for the game itself. It's a really nice bundle. I mean, the controller looks awesome. I don't think I'm going to get it because I don't personally like the Pro Controller. I think I'm just going to stick with the GameCube bundle and get the adapter because I didn't pick it up when the Wii U edition came out, and I'm going to play with the GameCube controller because I refuse to give up the GameCube controller after the last 3 generations. We just can't get rid of that controller. As long as Smash is alive, the GameCube controller is going to carry from console to console. It's going to be 2 decades from now, and people are still going to be complaining that they want to use their GameCube controller on the 18th Smash installment. But if you look at the box, cover art's really nice, but on the side of the box, and I don't know if this was completely intentional, you have portraits of every character that has been announced. Now, there has been a grand total of 70 characters that have been announced for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate roster, whether that's including existing fighters, returning fighters, new fighters, or Echo Fighters. And if you look at the box here, we're gonna do some quick math here, and I'm not great at math, but we're gonna do some quick math here. There is 36 available slots because you could only see one side of the box right now. It's a render. It's not the actual box. You can see 36 portraits for characters on the right side of the box. Now, we have to assume that because there have been 70 characters announced, and this is including Isabelle, you know, even though Isabelle is technically fighter number 68, because Echo Fighters, they are the same number with a little Echo symbol. But not to go off on a tangent here. If we assume that there's the same number of slots available on the other side of the box, that brings us to a grand total of 72 available slots. Now, you have 36 on each side. Each character has their own slot. Each character portrait has their own slot. And if you look at the bottom, I'm going to have the picture on the video just so you can see what I'm talking about. If you look on the bottom, you have Ridley, you have Simon Belmont, you have Richter Belmont, and you have King K. Rool. So this box obviously hasn't been updated yet to include Isabelle, but it also goes to show that Echo Fighters will have their own character portrait, and they will not be combined with the character that they're modeled after. So what does that mean? That means we have 70 out of a potential 72 slots on this box. Assuming that there's going to be 72 characters in the game, that leaves for 2 more fighters. You know, whether it's going to be 2 more newcomers, whether it's going to be a newcomer and an Echo, whether it's going to be 2 Echoes. You know, we don't know exactly what it's going to be, but, you know, for symmetry and OCD purposes, I think 72 is a good round number. At least, you know, if we're going by this box. Like I said, anything could change. This is not at all concrete evidence, but I think it's something that should be talked about because it's possible. You know, we're getting close to the release of the game. Today's September 14th. We have October, November, and then first week of December. So we have a little bit over 2 months before the game actually comes out. Now, what other main or major characters can be added to the game that have been highly requested? You have Skull Kid, you have Black Shadow, who could come in as an Echo, you have Gino, you have Isaac, you have Bandana D. I know there's a ton of people that have been requesting Bandana D in the game, and the list goes on. Yeah, I'm sure there's more, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some, but I think it's safe to assume we're not going to get a ton more characters, at least in the base game. You know, there could be, honestly, they could go upwards of 80 fighters, including DLC characters, because you know that Nintendo is going to milk every ounce of this game, and they're going to put DLC fighters, costumes, they're going to put stages. I think they did well with the Wii U version of the game, but, you know, the Switch, it's selling like hotcakes. It's breaking all kinds of records. This game is going to be, if I had to guess, a 1-to-1 attach rate to, you know, from console from game to console. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is going to sell a ton, so you can bet there are going to be DLC fighters that are going to come to the game, but, you know, who do you think the last 2 fighters are? And that's assuming that there's only going to be 2 more. You know, if they showed one in October and one in November, I kind of see that working. You know, they'll do an October Direct and do a November Direct. You know, maybe one is Smash related, one is, you know, Switch games related. I could see that happening. I think that's pretty realistic. You know, even if they don't do 2 Directs, maybe the next Direct will be in November, and in November they'll announce the final 2 characters that are going to be added to the game. That's kind of how I see this going. And let me know what you think down in the comment section. You know, if you had to pick 2 more fighters, I know Shadow is another Echo character that a ton of people want in the game. I would love to have Shadow as an Echo because he's not going to get his own character slot because he's too similar to Sonic. And I know there can be arguments that are made that he can do other things with Chaos Control, or, you know, maybe he could be an Echo with a different, you know, Ultimate or a Final Smash, but I'm not sure. But all I do know is there's probably not going to be a ton more characters. You know, I think 2 seems pretty realistic, you know, given the time frame between now and when the game comes out. If they have one more Direct and announce 2 more characters, I think that's doable. But like I said, comment section's open. Let's talk about it. Let me know what you think. I'm hyped for the game. If you had to pick 2 characters, who are they going to be? Personally, I want Geno, and I might go Geno and Shadow, or I might go Geno. I think, I'm going to go with Geno and Shadow as my my 2 that are up there. I think Funky Kong would be a pretty cool Echo fighter, if possible. You can get Dixie Kong in there as an Echo for Diddy. But yeah, that's it. That's all we got for this video. I'm going to be doing more Smash updates as we find stuff out or as we speculate. And once the game comes out, I'm going to be doing a lot of content on that. So make sure you subscribe if you are new. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. And you can find me on social media if you want to chat some more. Tweet at me or follow me on Instagram where I'll be posting a lot of stuff on Smash. But thanks for watching. Have an awesome day, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.